while I'm here.
Not really a surprise. I have to press and hold for this. I'm just going to start around the edge and work my way around. There is stuff that I could say, I just don't really feel like saying anything today, so I'm just gonna clean. I'm just gonna toss that there, it's fine. Oh, sorry. Hi, Randy. Yeah, and you're right. It does look like it hasn't been cleaned in 30 years. Or ever. Honestly. It looks like it hasn't been cleaned since literally the day that it was made. But hey, I'm not gonna judge. I'm just gonna clean. Alright. And last thing. There's an underneath, don't I? Of course there is. Alright. Now these guys. That's one. There's two. There's three. There's four. Five. And last one. Alright, that's done. I'll get this over here. hear that little honk, it makes me think of the Magic School Bus. I don't know why. Okay. Alright. That's fine. Alright, that's fine. I didn't know there was another color in there, but okay. That's fine too. Did you hear the mayor's cat? Ulysses is missing. The whole town's on lockdown over him. In time for the festival. We don't have spring till he's put that hat on. What the fuck? Also, this is winter? To be honest, if I'd wear that hat, I'd go missing. Okay. Okay. Alright. And then for the stego slide. And then all of this shit. Yay. I'll get the inside first. going down the slide. Whee! Okay. Inside's done. Just gotta do the outside. Hold up, I got a random thought in my brain. Oh. It was not the guy I thought it was. But okay. Makes sense. Moving on. Good enough. Other side I go. Alright, so that's done. I'll just clean this. And then do his belly last. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. This is all one thing. Oh, wow. I'll do the legs later because those legs are complicated. Alright, and here. Ah, shit. Alright. Did I get it? Yeah. I got it. There you go. Forgot about the rest of your behind there, sir. Actually, are you a sir? I can't tell. I'm just gonna call you gender neutral, because you literally have no gender, so. They, them pronouns you are. Mm-hmm. There we go. There we go. Okay, he's done. I'm gonna clean the red and then work my way in from the floor. Alright. kids have buckets of mud? Also, how many buckets of mud were used? Because this is clearly mud. That's mud. Okay. That's fine. First things first, I'm gonna cut this off. Go. Alright. Gonna take a little sip. Alright. Another sip break. And then this one. Alright. And there goes Miss Frizzle with her magic school bus and shit. Okay, I wanted to be sure my microphone was on. Because sometimes I forget it. And the hiccups begin. Okay, never mind then. I'll get to the blue in a second. I'm gonna take a little break. Okay, I'm back. Okay. Out of curiosity, I'm gonna ask just like I did on Twitch. In Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, of the 4 turtles, which one is your favorite turtle? Me personally, I love Donatello. He's my boy. But let me know what you guys prefer. Do you like Leonardo? Do you like Raphael? Do you like Michelangelo? Or do you like Donatello like I do? Let me know. I'm curious. Because everyone is allowed to express which ones that they like the most. And I like Donatello. And I have my reasons, which I'm going to keep to myself. But yeah. That's it. That's all I have to question as of now. I have no other questions. No other thoughts inside my brain. Except cleaning this and maybe eating a snack. That's it. I should also probably grab a bite to eat other than the snack after my stream. But that's for my own personal thing. Don't worry about it. Okay, I'm going to. There we go. I like Donatello too. I always thought the bow was a cool weapon. I thought so too, man. I did too. I thought it was really cool that like you could literally turn, you know, like literally it was just a giant stick. That's all it was, to put it simply. And yet he could use it as a fucking badass weapon and kick ass with it. I thought that shit was so cool. For me, after Donatello, like if Donatello never existed, Leonardo would probably be my second favorite because I love dual swords. Come on. I think that's cool. The nunchucks are okay for Michelangelo. The things that Raphael have, I forgot what those things are called. Those don't really appeal to me. I'm sorry, Raphael. You just don't appeal to me. Those weapons, not interesting. Donatello, yes. Johnny, yes. Leo, he's cool. Michelangelo, he's okay. But, that's just my personal take. My personal opinion. It's just that I don't hate Raphael. He's just not my favorite. At all. Of the 4, the only 4 characters, he's literally at the bottom. He's number 4. And it's not that I hate him. I just don't really like him that much. It's not hate. It's just, sorry. I'm not interested. Another reason why I like Donatello, though, was because he's purple. Which is weird. Because, like, he's the only one who's wearing purple, and then Leonardo, despite him with the dual swords and all, which is really cool, another reason why I like him is because he's blue. He wears blue, and I like that. I'm biased because of colors and also just because of the weapons that they use. Personalities, you know, it's okay. And depending on which Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles that you ever watched in your childhood, also determines a little bit of a difference. But from what I remember of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Donnie was just always my favorite. And then they added different types of personalities to them. Like, I believe Donnie was the smart one, Leo was the leader, Raphael was the brawn, and then Michelangelo was... he existed. If I remember correctly, he was just a character that existed. You know, he was kind of like the funny guy. But either way, it's fine. Doesn't matter. I recently heard that they're coming out with like a new Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle thing. I believe it's called Rise of the Turtles. And seeing the styles was interesting. I don't hate it. It's just, I was like, why? Why do they do that to them? They're so cartoony. I mean, I like the style from an artist perspective, but why you gotta do them like that? Just why? I have questions. Like, the most recent thing, like, they made Raphael, they made him fucking huge! That dude's a tank! And I was like, why did you do that to him? Why? Why you gotta buff up Raph? Why is everyone else just kind of like mediocre? Why'd you do it? Comic relief. Look, man. I have an issue. I mean, he is, though. Michelangelo is the comic relief. That's literally what he is. Everyone else is like a serious role of a character. I mean, Raphael's kind of iffy. He's like, I'm strong, I'm buff, and I like to do stabby, pokey, and that's it. Michelangelo, like, he knows when to, like, take action, but he's mostly like, haha, I'm kind of just here doing some funny shit and eat pizza and ride a skateboard. And that's it. Booyah. That's literally all he does. No, I take it back. It's not booyah. It's cowabunga. That's it. Donatello, he's the brains. Leonardo, he's the leader. Raphael, he's the brawn. And then Michelangelo is just derpy. And honestly, if you're gonna have like a four-way streak of all these characters, I mean, yeah, it's okay to have like a slightly comical character, or have all of them be slightly comical. But they kind of did Michelangelo dirty. Like, they literally made him the dumb character. Like, 100% not a thought behind those eyes kind of character. And I think it kind of sucks, because, yes, he's comic relief, whatever. But everyone else has such a serious role, why can't he be slightly serious, unless he's fighting? That's the only time he's ever serious, and it's just, but he could do so much more. You know? But that's just my personal thought, my personal opinion. But also, seriously, on the new thing of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, please, why did you buff up Raphael? Like, seriously, if anyone has ever seen what I'm talking about, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, I believe it's called Rise of the Turtles, you take a look at Raphael and question with me, okay? Why the fuck did they make him so big and everyone else just mediocre? Like, everyone's okay, their designs are fine, just Raphael's huge! Like, I get it, he's the buff guy. But was there really that call for, like, making him so big compared to the other characters? Why'd you do it? Why? Why'd you do it? I also had another realization about a voice actor. Whenever I was looking up their characters and stuff like that, I was like, this character, the one who plays Leonardo, this voice actor, sounds so familiar. I just can't put my finger on it. And I did some research, and I figured out who I heard his voice from. And then I was like, oh, shit. Okay. Interesting. Very interesting. But that's about it. Because that's all I found. After that, I was like, yeah, I think I need to step away from the internet. Because I'm going to end up going too far down this rabbit hole regarding Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And that's where I need to draw my line. Because I don't want to go too far down a rabbit hole and end up somewhere that I don't know where the fuck I ended up being. I did that before in a YouTube comment somewhere. In a YouTube comment, deep in my YouTube history stuff, was a comment regarding race and stuff. And, okay, I get it. Lots of issues regarding that. Understandable. Lots of discriminacy and stereotypes and yada yada. I get it. But there was like, that's really what the whole video was talking about. And then I just go into the comment section out of pure curiosity. And I remember seeing this comment say the weirdest, well, not really weirdest, but say something that literally made no sense to me. And everyone was literally explaining to them, yeah, that is literally racist. That is literally the definition of racist. And they're like, no, it's not. Whenever it clearly was. And it made no sense that this person literally would say something kind of messed up. And everyone saying, dude, you are clearly in the wrong. And this person literally saying, no, I'm clearly in the right. And it made no sense. Because everyone agreed. Even I read it and I was like, this is really messed up that they would say that. And then everyone else was just okay with it. Just that one person was okay with it. Everyone else was saying, you're messed up for that. And that was it. And this person literally refused to believe it. And I went down that rabbit hole out of curiosity to just read the comments. And read the responses to that comment. And oh my gosh, it was insanity. I don't know how the hell I ended up going so far deep. It was just pure curiosity because I kind of, just like all people, they kind of live for a little bit of action. They live for a little bit of drama. I got too invested. I forgot where I was. But you know whenever you read something and you get so invested in reading something, you kind of just like get caught up in the moment and you have to like, whenever you wake up from reading so intensely on something, you have to look around and be like, oh yeah, I'm in this place. I had to do that because I went that far down the rabbit hole of that comment section. And oh my gosh. I decided to call it then because it got just worse and worse and worse the more you read it. Because just the whole thing was people saying you're in the wrong and this person saying I'm clearly in the right. You don't know what you're talking about. And everyone literally just, that whole thing of you're in the wrong, no, I'm in the right. No, you're clearly in the wrong, no, I'm in the right. I know what I'm doing. You guys don't have brains and that's it. It got really bad. I don't know how that happened. I don't know where I can find it, but I just remember sitting there reading it for over an hour. Over an hour. So many people. Hundreds of people. Because there were, at the time, I don't know how many there are now, or if it's still going on or not. I don't remember. But there were at least 200 responses. 200 replies to that one comment. And it went all over the place. And oh my gosh, it was bad. And to this day, I don't really try to read too far into it because I don't want to get too far gone like that happened. And that's the end of that story. More of the story, don't get too far down a rabbit hole, otherwise you're gonna be like, swept off your feet, you're not gonna know where the fuck you are, and you're just gonna, it's not fun. Okay? It's nearly impossible to get out of it whenever you're so invested. It is some weird shit. Anyway, I'm cleaning. I'm gonna kick a ball. And that's it. The ball has been kicked. The discussion has ended. Anyway, I hope you guys are having a good day. I did not have a good day whenever I first started. I had a doctor's appointment. Went to the doctor's appointment and they're like, yeah, you need to do this thing. And I'm like, alright, cool. Well, it wasn't required. It was just more like, you gotta do this in order to receive this medication. which I didn't really care for. I didn't really want it, but I was like, okay, sure, I'll do it. Sat there, waited 50 minutes. 50 minutes. Waiting to get this thing done. I had to do a very simple thing. My simple test was piss in a fucking cup. That's all I had to do, was just pee in a cup. And that would have been it. Hello, Calvin. Don't give me your details. Who needs a heart and who plays suburbs? Ooh, I hope we can get spooky. Like, ooh, cool. And that's what it was. I just had to use the restroom and turn in a sample, and that was it. I waited for 50 minutes, okay? And not a single time did my name get called or anything. No one was like, hey, geek to go to restroom to do this. And I was like, alright, cool. That didn't happen. Instead, what ended up happening was, I was sitting there waiting. 6 other families arrived, okay? There was only one other person there. He was a gentle old man. He was casually waiting his turn, making sense, all that good stuff. I think he had to get an x-ray. I don't know. I'm not going to judge. It's not my story. It's not my business. 6 other families came in next to him. And they all came in, sat down, and every single one got picked off one by one by one by one. I was sitting there for 50 minutes, watching all 6, including the older man, so technically 7 people, come in, get their shit done, and leave. 7 people. 7 groups. And not a single one was I in there, and I was there for 50 minutes. And then I eventually just got sick and tired of it, and I just got up, told the person who was sitting at the office to have a good rest of her shift, because I overheard her talking to one of the people there about how her shift is really stressful all the time, and how she pretty much doesn't get a break until the end of her shift. So I told her good luck on the rest of your shift, and then I left. And then I had to drive home. And then I had to fucking have a detour, because that's how they work whenever you have to have construction exactly where you need to, I don't know, drive home. So I couldn't drive home the way I usually have to, which was already a 45-minute drive. No, instead I had to drive another route that I had never been on before, on very low gas, might I add, all the way until I could get home. For an hour. This new road took me an hour to get home, on low gas. Thankfully, I had enough gas to get home. But I was stressing out, sweating bullets because I had no idea where the fuck I was, hoping that a road would just take me to where I needed to go. That was it. That's all I had, was my phone to give me directions and this hope and prayer that I was going to make it on less than a quarter of a tank of gas. I was so pissed. And that was my day. Afterwards, I was like, I am pissed off because nothing went according to plan. So, you know what? I'm just going to play some PowerWash Simulator because that's what was voted, and also because I need to clean something and feel a little bit relieved with my life. And so I did that. And that was the end of that story, because I got so pissed off, and I'm still kind of heated about it. I'm going to kick the ball, and that's the end of the discussion. Moving on. Maybe I should do a kicking the ball thing, or like at the end of a rant or at the end of a discussion, I just like kick a random ball with the power wash. Maybe that's what I should do. Oh well. Whee! The slide is in my way. Alright. I'm realizing I may have gotten a little TMI, but you know what? I don't really care today. Whenever you get older, you're probably going to have to take some samples as well, and it'll either be a blood sample or a urine sample, and it doesn't really matter. It's still a sample of your DNA. And that's the end of the story. is the edge here? Ta-da! Clean! There we go. Alright, how do I... There we go. Good enough for me. Oh, you know what? I'll clean the stools. Mostly because they're in my way. Good enough. I'm up here now. How am I up here? I'm up here. This is not my plan. Whee! Alright. There's an inside in here. Alright, clean that, clean that. Where else am I needing to clean? I need that. Where was the line? Where's the line? You the line? You are the line. Okay. First off, I gotta go in here. In 3, 2, 1. There we go. Oh, fuck. A gnat just scared me. That's fun. This is definitely gonna take longer than 2 hours. I've clearly almost run out of time. Yep. And shaboop. Are you clean yet? Just to be sure. All right. This is your reminder to grab yourself a snack, grab yourself a drink of water. That's not a joke. Do it. And also to, I mean, this is optional. You don't have to. But if you are interested, do the whole like, comment, subscribe, whatever the fuck. Doesn't really matter to me. I kind of just exist here anyway. I do the same shit on Wednesdays and also on Fridays. If anyone is new and interested. I don't know if you even made it this far. Probably not. But hey, it's the thought that counts, right? And that's all that matters. Anyway, I'm just gonna keep cleaning. But okay. Alright, we have this one, that one, and another circle or two. Okay. I'll keep it very simple. Finish the circle. Cut off the bordering edges. Has anyone ever seen Epic? My brain just like randomly thought of a movie, and Epic is what came to my brain. Has anyone ever seen or heard of the movie Epic? It's about it's literally just about these tiny people who supposedly live in live in the forest and just in nature in general. They are you know, they're just little tiny people, and they just live in the forest. They're basically defenders of the forest. They're small, like really tiny, and they move really fast. Because then they had this theory, I don't know if it's a real theory or not, regarding the bigger you are, the slower you are in a way, because the smaller you are, the faster you are, due to I don't know, a weird theory. I didn't really pay much attention to it. The only thing you know about it is the bigger you are, the slower you're gonna be. The smaller you are, the faster you're gonna be. That was pretty much the whole theory. And this random person whose dad is like completely in on the whole, there are tiny people living in the forest, and I'm going to find them someday. You know, like really into it, kind of like Bigfoot, but more obsessed. This girl, this chick, she moves in with her dad, who is very much into that. And then all of a sudden she just like becomes a tiny person. And then she just spends the entire movie just trying to be back to normal again. And that's just the whole movie. Has anyone seen that movie? It's called Epic. It's weird, but it was pretty interesting. I mean, visually, at least. For my brain, it was visually nice. In terms of movie and plot, I don't know how to feel about it. It was okay. But I liked the like color of it. Everything was really nice and green, you know, nature colors, and really cool. If anyone was interested in that movie. It's a little old, but it's a good movie. I've never seen it, but I feel like I've heard of it. Yeah, it's called Epic. And I don't know why my brain just randomly thinks of random movies all the time, but my brain thinks of random movies. And that is just the one on my brain today. Especially, like, I think of the scene where he's like, there are slugs. And there's a slug that's in love with the girl. And there's another one who's not a slug because he has a small shell on his back, thus making him a snail. But he's literally like a slug. And they have this thing called a pod that she, like, that's what made her small, was this pod. And she has to, like, take care of the pod, be with it with the blooms or whatever. And it was, like, the whole thing. Why I thought of that movie? I don't know. It's just what my brain thought. So don't question my brain. My brain's random, as is everybody's. And it remembers random things all the time, and I just remember watching it a few times. And I think somewhere, deep in my weird shelf of random old movies that I've kind of forgot about, not old per se, but random movies that I've forgotten about, it's in there. I'm pretty sure it is, because I'm pretty sure I bought the movie. Or I asked my parents to buy it whenever it came out. I could have sworn I also remember watching it in theaters. I don't know what company made that movie, but I just remember watching it. If anyone remembers it, let me know, because I am very curious. Anyway, I'm busy cleaning stuff, you know, doing the usual cleaning things. So go. There was no need to do that, I just felt like doing it. Anyway. Ta-da! And And here. Badoop, badoop. Out of curiosity, what is a movie that you think is very underrated? Because the movie that I think of in my head, I think of 2 or 3 different movies. The first one being The Simple Megamind, and then the other one being Treasure Planet. If you don't know what Treasure Planet is, oh my gosh, please look it up. I love it. It is a good movie, probably one of my favorites ever. And yeah, there you go. It's a Disney movie. It did not get a lot of recognition during its time, and it's such a shame because it's such a good movie. It's literally, like, if you like space, okay, here's the best way to think about it. If you like space and you like pirates, that's literally what it's about. It's space pirates, and that's all the movie is, and it is fantastic. And it's visually very nice and pretty in terms of the galaxy, and in terms of, like, the story, it's interesting. And the character, the main character, he's cool. And, like, I was a weird kid, so I'm not gonna talk about what I did with him. And it's not in, like, in a weird, inappropriate way. I just, like, I was a weird kid, and I was very young. So instead of, like, having crushes on characters, I made them my brothers. They were just my older brothers in my head. And that's how weird I was. Because I didn't have any siblings whenever I was growing up. So I just had imaginary ones. I had imaginary older siblings. And that was my story. That's my background story. In terms of that. But seeing the movie now, if I was older whenever I watched it, I probably would have had a crush on that kid. I probably would have had another imaginary crush in the list of imaginary crushes that aren't real. Fictional characters. It's in that fictional characters list. He's in there somewhere. If I watched him whenever I was older. But now I was like, whenever I was a kid, he was just my older brother, and that was it. The only other character that I watched, like, the only other show I remember watching where I had, like, a fictional character that I was like, yeah, I like that kid. Like, I flat out have, like, a crush on this fictional character, was Danny Phantom, okay? Danny Phantom was my childhood crush. And that was pretty much it. Anything else I watched, I was like, I mean, not really. No, thank you. I'm good. Just something about Danny Phantom. I was like, yes, sir. Thank you. Oh, childhood me. I was a strange child. Needless to say, childhood memories were fun. It is also interesting, though, to see, like, how much my types of fictional characters have changed over the years. Because used to, you know, I had, like, kind of, like, nerdy, but also nerdy and dumb in a cute way kind of thing. As I got older and into more anime stuff instead of just a cartoon, it kind of changed a little bit into other characters that I'm not going to mention because I know some people who would be like, oh yeah, I know that character you're talking about. We're not going to talk about those characters. because they don't exist. They're in the fictional list, and fictional means that they aren't real. Anyway, it's cute. It wasn't cute. I was an only child, and I really was like that desperate for a sibling. So I just had fictional characters, and I was like, yeah, I could see them being like my older sibling because of like both, not just like their personality that I liked about them, and the fact that like they like the character, his name is in Treasure Planet, the character's name is Jim Hawkins. His name was Jim. I never knew his name as a child because I didn't remember it. But I remember it now. It was Jim Hawkins. And I was like, oh yeah, he's like a cool older brother because like he is defensive and he was really cool and he was just a really sweet character. And on top of it as well, I kind of was like imagining him as my older brother also because he and I look kind of similar. And the only reason we look kind of similar was because he and I both had brown hair. His character has brown hair, I have brown hair, and I was like, he's literally like my older brother. And on top of it as well, the recessive gene is like having blue eyes, and in my family, that is a possibility that you can have that recessive gene. And his character has blue eyes, and I was like, oh, it's like he had the recessive gene, and I got the dominant gene, and that's okay. But like, I literally had like this whole idea in my head that he was my older brother. And that was just my childhood my childhood self. As I watch it as an adult, I'm like, I didn't know what I was thinking, and I was understandably so making him my older brother, but at the time, as an adult now, I'm like, why did I make him my older brother? I can see it, but also, if I rewatch this as an adult, now, this is not an older brother. I just understand why, as a child, I thought it was cool to have an older brother. I don't have any, blood siblings, but I have step siblings, and they're really cool. Kind of. My stepbrothers are questionable to me. No offense, if they ever see this, I mean no offense to you. At least one of you I mean no offense by. But I'm not gonna tell you which one I mean no offense to. I'm just gonna say, please don't brag about how many girls you try to be with, okay? It's not cool. It's just really sad, and it clearly shows that you have literally nothing going on in your life, so instead of trying to find one that's good for you, you're just gonna brag about the ones that failed you. And that makes no sense to me. Anyway. Don't question what I was talking about. I wasn't talking about anything. You don't know what you're talking about. I am done with this conversation. I'm gonna kick the ball. Ball be kicked! End of conversation. I have 2 step siblings as well. Oh wow. 2? Interesting. Are they okay though? Like, are they chill? Cause like my older stepsister, she's really cool. She's very chill. We vibe a lot. If you ever look at any of my vloggy trips, where I go on like a random vacation trip, there's another person with me that's her. She's super fun. But yeah. She's my older stepsis, but we don't like to call each other stepsisters. We like to call each other siblings. So we get along well. We like the same, pretty similar weird stuff, and yeah. So that's she and I. She's fun. Anyway, that's all you're gonna get on my personal life thus far regarding my family. You don't need to know about my other family. It's fine. They're both younger than me, but yeah, they're pretty cool. That's nice. At least you have cool step siblings. But do you guys do you call them your step siblings, or do you call them like your siblings? Like, oh yeah, that's my brother, or do you say that's my step brother? Because that kind of just like puts a little bit more on the emphasis of how close you are with your step sibling. In my opinion, at least. I don't know. That was just like my mindset. Whenever I got a step sibling, I didn't know whether to address them as a step sibling or a regular sibling. So whenever I was with my sister, she'd call me her sister, and I was like, oh my gosh, I got promoted. Like, in my head, I literally, like, said to myself, oh my gosh, I got promoted from stepsister to sister. Oh my gosh, what an honor. And I was just really happy about it. And if she's watching this right now, which I highly doubt, but if you're watching this and you made it this far, congratulations. Also, hi. Hope you're doing well. We just say brother and sister? Cool, cool, cool. Nice. Whenever my siblings, yeah. There's only some people that I just say, yeah, we are not blood related, because, again, no offense, I just don't really want to associate that I am, like, related to them in that way. Because I don't want them to be like, oh yeah, that's my, like, sibling, which could indicate that you guys are blood related, and I just sit there and I'm like, no, we're not. It's not a hate to them, it's just, it's cringe. I'm sorry. I'm getting too personal. I'm gonna shut up before I end up exposing myself and making my cousins or my step siblings hate me. That's enough personal information. I should probably kick the ball. Step parent, but not step siblings, if that makes sense. Gotcha. Yeah. Are they like half siblings then? Like you have a step parent and then your step parent mated with your other parent, and you guys now have half siblings. Like they're half blood related, half not related to you. They're called half siblings. Is that the right word? Yeah. Alright. I mean, they don't say step on my siblings, it just says step for my step parent. Okay. I just call them siblings, but I called my step parent step parent. That makes sense. I kind of do the same thing, to be perfectly honest. And it's not me trying to be like, oh yeah, I don't want to associate with this person. It's just more like, I just call them this. Because I just do. Or I call them by their first name. You know, I don't call them parent or whatever. I call them by their name. And then whenever I address them as somebody, or it's like, oh, whenever I introduce them to, like, somebody I know, I'm like, oh yeah, this is my step-parent. Yeah. And I just call them by their first name. I was saying them. Words are complicated. I just call them by their name. It would be weird to call them step-parent to their face. It would. It totally would. It totally would. I did a thing. Ba-da-da-da. Oh shit, I forgot. random thing that I think about sometimes is that I'm an adult. And even though I'm an adult, yes, I still love Disney. And yes, I still love cartoons. Animations are incredible. I find them super fascinating. And in terms of like an artistic perspective, I absolutely love it. Because it's literally art that can move. And I find it very fascinating. And is it weird that an adult could still like a cartoon? Maybe. But then again, they have adult cartoons. Like Family Guy, American Dad, South Park, etc, etc, etc. So, before anyone can judge me, I just want to make that point clear. If you guys like watching adult cartoons, don't come after me whenever I like to watch a random movie cartoon. A cartoon movie, okay? You can't judge me for that. It's not weird I like cartoons, thank goodness. I'm not the only one. I just know that some people are like I mention cartoons or I mention anime and everyone's like, ew, you watch that? You're an adult. And I'm like, yeah, but like, what's the point? What's wrong with watching what I enjoy? So to this day, I might on occasion, like, not often anymore, I don't usually go to movie theaters, but if there's a movie that's like a cartoon movie or whatever that I am very interested in seeing because I think it looks visually, like, beautiful or whatever, I'm gonna fucking watch it. I might not have a child. I have my inner child, and that's all I need. And it's gonna be fun, and I'm gonna enjoy it. I have yet to watch a certain movie. I bought the movie. I am very excited to watch it, but I haven't watched it yet. I can't watch it at work, sadly, because even though there's a DVD player, I don't know how to work it, and it scares me to try to figure something out, even though I don't know how to fix it, or to try to use it, so I'm not going to bother with it, and that's okay. I can always wait until I get home, and then I could try it out tomorrow. That's a random note, but like, this is a movie I got. I'm pretty interested in like seeing it because it looked visually appealing to me. And it was weird because it involved animals. To put it simply, it's the movie Bad Guys. I'm very interested in it because it looked really interesting to me, like visually. And then on top of it as well, the plot was kind of intriguing to me because it's like these guys who are known to be villains and like seen as like really bad people all the time are actually like, you know what? I don't want to be this asshole of a character. I want to be something different. I want to break that boundary, so to speak. And it looked cool. I think that, honestly, I have a theory about a character actually being the villain, even though it doesn't show it yet. I'm pretty sure he's the villain, but that's just my opinion. I have yet to watch it. I don't know who made it. I think it may have been DreamWorks. I think DreamWorks made it. Disney and Pixar are like, yes. Oh my gosh, yes. They are the top tier of movie making. They're really good. Pixar's really good at hitting you in the emotional aspect. DreamWorks, even though not Disney relating at all, DreamWorks has really good morals in their movies. In Kung Fu Panda, like, literally their moral of the story was, like, to accept yourself and to just be happy and proud of who you are. There is no changing you, only you can pretty much make that change, but that's a different story. But, like, their whole moral was, like, you need to be happy with yourself, was their main focus. And they did that for all three movies, was like, yeah, even your past might suck for, like, the second, I believe, part 2. The past is gonna suck, and the past is going to hurt. But no matter what, it still happened, and you are still yourself. And whether you change for the good or you change for the worse, you still change, and that's who you are. And it was like a really nice moral to the story. DreamWorks does really good jobs with their morals. Pixar's good at hitting you emotionally with Up, and making you feel really bad about a robot like in WALL-E, and, you know, stuff like that. They're really good with that stuff. And then Disney's so good. But that's because Disney is Disney, man. Nothing can top Disney. And Disney, you can come after me all you want. Your movies are good. Just don't come after me if I end up making a quote or something, okay? Don't come after with copyright or whatever. I love that movies explore the human side of villains and antagonists. Oh, absolutely. It makes me think of Maleficent. Have you seen Maleficent? I remember watching that in theaters, and it was okay for a movie. Whenever I watched it at the time, I wasn't super interested in it because I didn't care much for the whole, like, plot as I cared more for action and stuff happening. But I remember watching, I was like, oh, this is actually really interesting. And it was plot that I was like, oh, this is cool, and then I didn't care that much for it afterwards. Sorry. Sorry, Disney. I was too child. But Maleficent was really interesting because, like, she was told to be this evil villain whenever she wasn't a villain. I mean, yeah, she kind of was. She became a villain because of this reason. But, honestly, I mean, it was kind of petty. The way it happened was kind of petty. I'm not going to spoil it. If you want to know what I'm talking about, watch it yourself. But, like, the way it went down was kind of petty. And then it just, like, continued on. And she just grew into this evil thing, into this evil being, whenever you look on it, she wasn't fully evil. Like, the whole time, she wasn't fully evil. She was actually pretty nice. It's just that no one really seemed to pay attention to it. But hey, to each their own story. Now, if you want something that's going to be sad and it's going to tear at your heartstrings, even though it's a cartoon, Fox and the Hound, dude. Fox and the Hound. That shit is good. It's sad as fuck, but it's true in terms of, like, the realistic of having to do what those characters did. So what happened was, slight spoil, if you don't know what Fox and the Hound is, I'm surprised. It's an old movie, so I'm sorry. Disney, please don't come for me, but I'm gonna spoil this movie. Fox and the Hound was literally about a fox and a dog, a hound, so to speak, and they were best friends. And, like, they were best buddies, and sadly, they each became each other's enemies. And that's, like, the sad truth behind it, is that sometimes you could have a best friend become your enemy. And that is the sad but cold hard truth. Does it suck? Absolutely. Is it heartbreaking? Absolutely. They both felt bad about it, but they became enemies. And it was, damn, it was hard. Wait, I fell. But yeah, that was a movie that I think about sometimes. It was so good. It was visually cute, but emotionally very, very dark. Well, not dark, it was really deep. Anyway. They were kind of forced to be enemies. Yeah, exactly! Like, I mean, literally it was a fox and a hound. A hound is supposed to hunt foxes. That was kind of set up like that. But, you know, sadness. You gotta be that way. Now, here's a random movie that I think about. Like, I randomly saw it, and I was like, oh my gosh, I forgot this movie even existed. And I immediately rewatched it in years, because I hadn't watched it in years. Has anyone ever heard of Home on the Range? If you don't know what Home on the Range is, it's about cows. There's 3 cows in total. And if you're interested in seeing it, I highly recommend looking it up, watching it, letting me know what you guys think about it, because it's pretty funny. It's weird, because there's a guy, and I forgot about him for a while. But it was a weird movie because there's the bad guy is just a guy who yodels. That's his thing, is that he yodels. And I thought it was the weirdest shit. He just played an instrument and he yodeled, and that was how he was the villain. And it was some weird shit as a child. I didn't understand it as a child. I didn't understand it as an adult. I just thought it was the weird thing. But you know what? Disney was weird back then. And Disney is still kind of weird now. No offense, Disney, don't come for me. But, you know, everyone was allowed to have whatever plot. And that was their plot. Was just, let's have a bad guy just yodel. You know, just, why not? I also sit and think about a long time ago. Have you ever heard of the movie Rockadoodle? It's an obscure movie. I have no idea. I don't think so. Rockadoodle. That sounds very interesting. Like, that sounds like a really weird name. Is it as weird as it sounds? Out of curiosity? Like, is it? Because now I might want to watch it. If it's as weird as it sounds. And on a random note, my brain just remembered a movie called Scott Pilgrim. I give you bonus points if you know who the fuck Scott Pilgrim is. If anyone was interested in that. Did I not clean this? Okay. That's clean. The floor needs to be cleaned. Oh, that's all one thing. Okay. Hunchback of Notre Dame had a really fucked up villain. Like, had a really fucked up villain. This dude was a creep. Like, I rewatched it recently, and the guy was a fucking creep. It's a cartoon about a rock and roll rooster. Oh! No, but that sounds really interesting. Rockadoodle? Okay, I might want to check that out. I've never heard of that. That sounds interesting. Hunchback of Notre Dame, though. My brain, like, I can't help but think about Hunchback of Notre Dame. Number one, I forgot his name, but, like, he was supposed, you know, the Hunchback guy. He's cool. He's chill. He's a character. He exists. Sadly, he was the third wheel, but, you know, he's fine with it. He accepted it, eventually. He accepted his place as a third wheel. And that's okay. Sometimes, you're just the third wheel to a party, and that's okay. That means you can just be weird and just, like, interrupt whatever's happening. It's kind of fun. But the villain was fucked up, man. Like, I literally went back and listened to, like, the villain song, who's, like, the fire song. Have you seen Anastasia? Oh my gosh. Anastasia keeps getting recommended me so much, and I just refuse to watch it. Because everyone's like, it's really good. It's literally like a Disney princess movie. You need to watch it. And I was like, cool, I'll think about it, and then I never did. So, sorry, but I have not watched it. Please don't attack me yet. I promise I'll get to it eventually, I swear. I don't know if it's still on Netflix or not, but I know it's on Disney Plus. I know Disney added it on there. I don't know if they bought that movie. They probably did. I mean, considering they bought Avatar. No, not The Last Airbender, in case anyone was curious, but Avatar, the blue one. The blue one. The one with the blue guys. Those guys. They did that. That was pretty cool. All right. Yeah, I believe they bought Avatar because they wanted it so that they could make an amusement park without it getting, you know, copyright claimed or whatnot. I think. Don't quote me for that. I don't know. I'm not an expert in terms of law or in terms of that movie stuff. I like movies because they're appealing and they're fascinating and very entertaining. That's the point of a movie, and that's all I know. I don't know about legal aspects that go into movie stuff. But I believe they even made like a theme park, or not a theme park, either a ride or something in honor of Avatar, and yeah. That's all I know. I think they legally bought Avatar. I think. I might be wrong, but that's just my opinion. The Smurfs Avatar. Yeah, the one, you know, the ones with the blue guys. And Pandora. Where they were like floating rocks, floating land. Which really confused me because like they have a gravity, right? Yet they have floating rocks. They have a gravity, but also the thing that was confusing me was if they have a gravity like that, my question was, is there like no bottom underneath the ground? Meaning like if they just fall down, you know, will they just find the core to their planet? Like, is there like no bottom base underneath all those floating boulders, or is it just the core of the Earth? And if you just fall down there, you're just stuck in the core, in the center of the Earth. Because when you sit and think about it, they don't have a bottom. You don't see the bottom. You just see clouds. What's underneath those clouds? I need to know. Because, like, they have clouds, they have other floating rocks that are all connected through vines together, but there's no full knowing about what the fuck is under there. What's under the clouds? I need to know. Is it gonna be like the Matrix or whatnot? Where like under, like past the clouds with beauty and everything being super beautiful and sweet and colorful? Or is it going to be not? Is it going to be like the Matrix where like underneath the clouds is just chaos and destruction? I don't know. There's nothing there. There was no context for it. It was just apparently either not planned, or they just decided to leave it a mystery and leave it to weird people like me to come up with weird theories about it. I don't have any theories. I want to know what's underneath it. What's in there? Tell me your secrets. Narnia is under the clouds. Might be. Honestly, it might be. Narnia was such a good series. The Ice Queen was creepy. But honestly, she wasn't really much of an Ice Queen, to be perfectly honest. Especially considering that she turned people to stone. They were turned to stone. Which doesn't make any sense to me. Yes, she was called the Ice Queen. How are you called the Ice Queen, but you turn people to fucking stone? What's wrong with you? I don't understand. They didn't provide much context. They're just like, yep, that's the thing. She's called the Ice Queen because she called herself the Ice Queen, and that's it. Like, yeah, her house was made of ice. Her castle was made of ice. Big fucking deal. So does Elsa. But she has ice powers. She doesn't turn people to fucking stone. Like, dude. Come on. Get with the program. No, that's my rant. Apologies. I'm just ranting about that she's calling herself the Ice Queen whenever she's clearly not an Ice Queen. She just lived in fucking ice. Oh, these are individual? Oh, these are individual? Oh, wait, there you are. There we go. Anyway. So it's just frozen magma and lava. You're not wrong. But but it's still not ice, you know? That's just my argument, is that it's not ice. She was calling herself the Ice Queen, yet she had no ice powers. She just lived in a hunk of ice, where all of her furniture was ice, and she sat in a lovely place, had very fancy shit, and that was it. That didn't make her the Ice Queen simply because she lived in an ice block. I could live in the fucking, you know, igloo and call myself an Ice Queen, but that doesn't mean I'm a fucking Ice Queen. That just means I'm just some weird, sad person who lives in an igloo, probably freezing her ass off. Can I not clean this? Are you not clean? You. Okay. I saw it right here, I just can't get to it. Right there. There we go. True, yeah, I mean, even she declared herself things. Like, that doesn't mean that you are the thing, lady. Also, it was really fucked up about how she wore the lion. That was fucked up. Like that was like, literally she wore the head of her enemy. Which was like, cool in terms of it being, you know, in terms of like a villain standpoint, that was cool. But also kind of gross. I just hope that she cleaned that thing. Because you don't know where that lion's been. Probably never do. Wait, you're not done? What are you missing? Oh, I see you. I see you. There we go. That's done. That's done. This thing's done. Cool. This looks messy, but it's fine. I'll fix it. How's my stream? I live in a brick house. Does that make me the Brick King? Exactly! I live in a cement apartment. Does that mean I'm a cement queen? No! It just means I'm a human being who just lives in an apartment. Just like the same with you. You're just a person who lives in a house. It doesn't mean that we're like royalty or anything. We can call ourselves royalty, but that doesn't mean we are royalty, you know? Sad truth. Now unless you marry into it, then that's a different story. I think that was like the deal with like Prince Harry and his wife. I don't remember his wife's name. But yeah. That. You will be clean, Ropes. Don't worry. Oh gosh, there's so much dirt under here. Did I get all of you? No, I didn't. Alright, I gotta get in here. Oh my gosh, it had mercy on my soul. Thank you. Alright, but... Ah. There we go. Probably gotta clean that top. I gotta clean that top off too. Alright. I'm not determined to finish this thing. I've done this for too long to stop. So I need to keep going. So we're gonna do this. Get these poles. Under here and up. So I've kind of run out of like topics to talk about in my head. Whee! You're done. That's done. That's done. Alright, I'm gonna stop over here, get back over here, fix this thing, and then work on the roof, and then finish this piece, finish the bridge, go to that piece, and then, yeah, just get it all done. The sooner I can get it done, the better, because I'm very time consumed right now. My time is very limited. It's fleeting. Alright, fine. Going up. Alright. Alright. Next up, the ladder. Oh wait, I forgot this. Okay, you know what? That's not gonna work, but it's fine. Done. Alright, now I gotta do this, and then I gotta do this. Who needs a ladder? I don't. Haha! I am superior. Yeah. Ah, fuckles. Alright. Almost done. Whew! Well, not quite. Still got a little bit to go. But it's okay. I'm making fairly good progress. And it's only almost 8 o'clock at night. And it's fine! No stress at all. No stress. Totally not stressing. Everything's fine. I get to clean the inside of this area as well, so I'll do that in a minute. I'll clean that in a minute. I'm an objective. Deep breaths. It's fine. Okay, that's done. On this side. Okay, gonna go down here without falling, hopefully. Alright. What? 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 Is this part of the roof? Are you part of the roof? You are part of the roof, okay. I know this is not, like, nice and clean like I usually like it, where I have it nice and organized and all that stuff. But right now, I don't really care. That's kind of getting thrown out the window just a little bit, for a little bit of leg room, so that I could clean my ass off. Oh my gosh, I'm not getting all my nooks and crannies right. It's bothering me. That's dirty on the outside. Okay. Alright, I need... Where is it? Yes. Come here. Ah! I did it! Oh, thank goodness. Ah! My brain's going too fast. That's so dirty. Why are you not clean, Strut? Hmm? Oh, that's fine. Why are you not climbing? There we go. Up this. Okay. What else do I need to clean? In here. Ah. Done! Okay. This section's done. Great. Can I move you? Move! Never mind, I gotta move. I gotta go. Okay, I have been streaming for almost 3 hours now. Oh my gosh, why is this taking me so long to clean? I was not expecting this to take this long to clean. Whee! Oh, Geronimo! Thank you. Alright. Why aren't you clean? Why aren't you clean? Why aren't you clean? What am I missing on you, huh? What am I missing? What am I missing? Oh boy. Please. I am asking you kindly to get clean. You're the dirty one, right? There you are. There's the dirtiness. Gotcha. Okay. 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 Hello, little gnat. Okay. Out the door, please. Where's that? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Come here. Come here! I just want to talk to you. Really? Really? Fine. Doesn't matter. It's fine. Okay. Move! Excuse me, pardon-moi. Gotta clean up here now. Okay, and jumping, 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 jumping. Sorry, this looks really weird. And really janky, and I apologize. Alright, how am I doing? Done. Uppus! This looks so painful to the eyes. I'm sorry. I'm just very stubborn. I refuse to use a ladder. Just in case. Backing up. Alright. I'm on a mission! Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Ah! Up, 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 up. Bada! Okay. Fuck. Fuck it all. Ladder it is. You want to be that way? That's fine. I choose the ladder. If I can get up this fucking ladder. Okay. I know I could have done it the other way, but you know what? I don't care. This is my gameplay. I'm allowed to do as I fucking please. Within legal guidelines. And I choose to do this. Alright. Next side. Done. Okay. Moving on to this. First things first. Roof! It's fine. Okay. What the fuck? I'll get to you later, Park. I'm busy. I am on a mission. It's like whenever your mom tells you that she's gonna come into your room in the next 15 minutes and your room better be clean. This is what that is. This is me frantically cleaning my room in 15 minutes. How long have I been streaming for? Over 3 hours. It's fine. Alright, next up. Uppus. Son of a bitch! Alright, 3, 2, 1, up, and jump! And jump! Okay. I'm back over here. Making sure not to fall as I clean. That's fine. Are there those? There are. Okay. Oh, you be a bit of a in the end. I know you guys aren't gonna like this, but I'm gonna have to do this once again to build this one into that one, starting now. First, I need to grab the thing. Come here. You are required. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and begin. Okay. Done. Okay. Next item. Let me up the slide. I know you're not supposed to. You're supposed to go down the slide, but I don't care. All right. 3, 2, 1. All right. That's not the right button. This is the right button. Okay. Fuck, I didn't even do the bottom! Ah! Fuck holes. This is why you have to do things thoroughly and do it very nice and clean the first time, because if you don't, you're gonna end up all over the place. And that's okay. I'm trying my best. But I'm also trying to be quick. And you either get it done thoroughly or you get it done quickly. And quickly is not always as nice and efficient as thoroughly. Thoroughly is less time consuming, or more time consuming, yes, but at least you get it fucking done. Why are you not? Because of the outside? Probably. Seriously, why are you not clean? Why are you not clean? There you go. Okay. I forgot to do the roofing. Or the ceiling. Alright, you're not done. Alright, now you're done. No! Okay, you're all one. That's just something. Can't fix anything else in here. Gonna clean this one first. Okay. Does anyone remember the Black Cauldron? Just out of pure curiosity. About this kid who was a pig herder. He, you know, took care of pigs and stuff. And he, was sent on a quest to find this pig, really. And he went on a quest with the pig, ended up going down this weird rabbit hole, so to speak, and ended up, boom, having to deal with magic stuff. Okay, I want to press tab. What am I missing? Oh shit, all the tiny species. This is why you need to go thorough. Be thorough whenever you clean. You know what? I'm gonna hop outside for a minute. What's going on? That's it too. Uppus. Uppus! You're not clean? Oh, jeezums. Okay, it's getting close to 8:30. You got some time. Okay, why are you not clean? Huh? What am I missing on you? Alright. Where am I missing another, like, a big pile? Ah. Okay, seriously, there has to be more that I'm missing. What am I missing? Okay. Alright, what am I missing now? Alright, done. What's next? This. this news. Alright. Alright. Alright, that's done. Roof, you still need help. Oh my gosh! Alright, tab. I'm going to start micro pushing. I'm clearly missing a big chunk though, because like, what am I missing though? What am I missing? What am I missing? Alright. Why are you not having mercy to my soul? Oh, wait. I see you. Okay. Fuckles. Ah! Oh! Yeah, I mean, yeah, okay, that explains a lot. Okay, hello, hi Black Havoc, how are you? Don't mind me slightly doing this a little bit faster than I'm supposed to, but you know what? It's okay. I figured out why I was messing up, and I'm going to fix it by doing some parkour. I will get to the top of this, one way or another. There is no stopping me, okay? I am now determined. I am now dedicated. I am fixing this, and I'm cleaning this thing entirely. And I'm trying to do it very fast because I don't have a lot of time today. So I'm very time constrained, and I am determined to finish this thing. So you buckle in, because this is going to be a little bit of a bumpy ride. Whee! Okay, done. Next up, this. And then I think this is everything. Move out of the way. Scoochy. Be gone. Okay. That's fine, that's fine. That's fine. You fine? No. Alright, how many more? Alright, tower support, large blue floor. Okay, I got that one. Tower support, tower support, tower support, tower support. What's a tower support? Strut, tower support, tower support, tower support. Where are you? Tower support? No. 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 Wait. I saw a thing. Was that? No. I saw something. Where were you? Where were you? Where'd you go? Yes. You. Oh, it's probably the front. It is the front. Okay. Out of the way, ladder. Be gone. Move to another dimension. Okay. And blue floor. Done. Oh my gosh. It's done. Hallelujah. Oh, jeezums. Why is it changing like that? What the fuck? Doesn't matter. It's clean. It's done. I don't know how to deal with it anymore. Hallelujah. Alright. Continuing. What does continue mean? Okay, I'm done. Hallelujah. Have a good night or day depending where you are in the world and all that fun jazz. I gotta head out. Yeah, I really gotta go. I got stuff I gotta do. Don't mind me doing stuff, pushing buttons. Don't mind it. It's fine. I'll see you later, okay? Thank you, Black Havoc. Thank you, Rain, for dropping in. Okay, see you later.